Hey everybody, I just want to wish all of you a happy Sunday. Very somber day for me and a lot of my friends and family, my Republican Party family, my conservative Christian family. Our President of the United States, the Republicans in the Senate, especially the Republicans in the House. We lost a friend last night, a friend to all of us, a true American. He was 71 years old. He had just gotten back from the Ukraine, meeting with Lindsay, trying to bring peace between Russia and Ukraine, just doing what Lindsay Graham did. But we lost Senator Lindsay Graham. They're saying it was a heart attack. We don't know. I know that you're going to hear here in a second, the president spoke with him last night, and he was fine. He had said that he was tired, that he was glad to be home, and he's looking forward to getting a little bit of rest. But it was just business as usual because the guy, all he did was work, so he was always tired. There was talk that Senator Graham had some health issues. I don't know. What I do know is I liked him. I loved him. I think he was just a super great American patriot. He was a retired colonel from the Air Force of 33 years. And then he went on and became a senator in South Carolina, where he loved South Carolina. And he just grew in that Senate and became a leader. He had ran for president. He was just somebody that his very presence to be around him, when you just was around Senator Graham, you knew you was in good company. You knew you was in good company. So this is just a small tribute to him for all of you to hear out there. And you're going to hear the president. You're going to hear Lindsey on when he went to bat for Judge Kavanaugh, for Supreme Court Justice Kavanaugh, off of the false charges that the Democrats went after him and Christine Blasey Ford, and just literally made up a treacherous, horrible story about Judge Kavanaugh that was absolutely not true. And you know, we live in a time and a day and age that evil has really jumped on this country, and the devil is running wild. Going into the midterms, this was the last thing we needed as Republicans, or that we're going to have to move quick and get somebody in that seat to fill it that has strength. Governor Henry McMaster's is on it. I'm sure that he's got a couple of people in line. I know that Nancy Mace is one of the people that's in line. There's a few others. And we're going to find out what happened. But let's just sit back and listen. And I'll talk to you when this is over with. I'll see you in a minute. Enjoy the monologue.
Brett Kavanaugh, who's a terrific guy, and was treated very, very unfairly by the Democrats, very unfair. I've never seen anything like it. Maybe the worst I've ever seen anyone treated. That includes me. Well, maybe not me, but it includes just about everybody. He was treated so unfairly, and Lindsay, as you remember, had that moment. And, you know, I'll tell you, Jake, I think it was the top 10, maybe a top 5 moment in the history of the Senate. It was an incredible display. And he did it from the heart. He felt strongly about Brett, and he did it from the heart. And it turned that whole thing around. He was really amazing. That was one they should Brett.
If you wanted an FBI investigation, you could have come to us. What you want to do is destroy this guy's life, hold this seat open, and hope you win in 2020. You said that, not me. You've got nothing to apologize for. When you see Sotomayor and Kagan, tell them that Lindsay said all, because I voted for them. I would never do to them what you've done to this guy. This is the most unethical sham since I've been in politics. And if you really wanted to know the truth, you sure as hell wouldn't have done what you've done to this guy. Are you a gang rapist?
No.
I cannot imagine what you and your family have gone through. Boy, y'all want power. God, I hope you never get it. I hope the American people can see through this sham, that you knew about it and you held it. You had no intention of protecting Dr. Ford. None. She's as much of a victim as you are. God, I hate to say it because these have been my friends. But let me tell you, when it comes to this, you're looking for a fair process, you came to the wrong town at the wrong time, my friend. Do you consider this a job interview?
The advice and consent role is like a job.
You consider that you've been through a job interview?
I've been through a process of advice and consent under the Constitution. Which
Would you say you've been through hell?
I've been through hell and then some.
This is not a job interview.
Yeah.
This is hell.
This
is going to destroy the ability of good people to come forward because of this crap. Your high school yearbook. You have interacted with professional women all your life, not one accusation. You're supposed to be Bill Cosby when you're a junior and senior in high school. And all of a sudden you got over it. It's been my understanding that if you drug women and raped them for 2 years in high school, you probably don't stop. Here's my understanding. If you lived a good life, people would recognize it, like the American Bar Association has the gold standard. His integrity is absolutely unquestioned. He is the very circumspect in his personal conduct, harbors no biases or prejudices. He's entirely ethical, is a really decent person. He is warm, friendly, unassuming. He's the nicest person. The ABA. And one thing I can tell you, you should be proud of. Ashley, you should be proud of this. That you raised a daughter who had the good character to pray for Dr. Ford. To my Republican colleagues, if you vote no, you're legitimizing the most despicable thing I have seen in my time in politics. You want this seat? I hope you never get it. I hope you're on the Supreme Court. That's exactly where you should be. And I hope that the American people will see through this charade. And I wish you well, and I intend to vote for you, and I hope everybody who's fair-minded will.
Thank you for joining us, and my condolences to you.
Well, thank you. He's a tough one to lose. He was great. He was unique in every way, actually.
He was, Mr. President, and I know that we are all just absorbing this news. We are all in shock. Can you tell us, Mr. President, how you received this news and your immediate gut reaction when you heard it?
So what makes it even stranger is that I got a call last night sometime at, the early evening, maybe in the 7s, and he called and he said, we're all set for the Save America Act. He was pushing the Save America Act like crazy. He got back, said he just landed from Ukraine. I said, that's a long trip to make. He said, he sounded a little tired, but perfect, but a little bit tired. Had a right to be. And he was a worker. He was really a worker, but he sounded great, actually. But he actually said he was tired. But he wanted to pass the Save America Act. And I said, well, we're going to get it done, Lindsay. We're going to get it done. I'll see you like soon. We thought maybe we might even meet today. And then that was it. And that was, very around the time. It couldn't have been much longer. It could have been his last call. I don't know exactly, but I got a message about 1 o'clock in the morning from one of the people at his office that he had passed away. I said, I just can't believe it. He was like a member of the family to me. It's very tough, actually. It's amazing.
Mr. President.
He was such an advocate. He was, if he wanted to get something, and he had a unique ability. He was able to deal with Democrats and Republicans. If I had a problem, a real problem, I wouldn't often ask. But if I had a problem with a Democrat, he could work it out. He was a great politician, actually.
That was Senator Graham. He was just a lion, and he was a truth teller, and he had no problem. He would literally, he was brutally honest. I guess that's the best way to describe him. He was funny. He was fun. He liked golf. He played a lot with the president. He was very good friends with the president, so they palled around a lot together. They spent a lot of time together. And I believe he was a great advisor to the president also, as you had just seen, and you heard President Trump talk there. So, as we move forward, really pray for our country. Pray for Senator Graham's family. Pray for America. It's the greatest country in the world. And it's the greatest country in the world because of great men like Lindsey Graham, who spent his life giving to this nation, who was dedicated. He grew up above a bar in a pool hole. It was a pool hall and a bar, and him and his sister, he adopted his sister, and they lived upstairs. Both of his parents died. He adopted his sister and raised his sister, and he became a United States Senator. And we need more of this. People that love America, that don't love an ideology, that love American tradition. This is America. It don't belong to the Muslims. It don't belong to the Middle East. It don't belong to the Mexicans. It don't belong to anybody in any other foreign nation. We kicked the British ass and sent them back across the pond. We kicked Cornwallis's ass and sent him back across the pond, because he was coming here to make way for a king, and we said there will be no kings in America. Regardless of what the left wants to say about President Trump. If President Trump was to be a king, nobody would be out there protesting, I can assure you of that. So as we look back, man, say your prayers. Be thankful for the great nation that you live in. Today is a sad day, and I am saddened. And I am bothered. I hope that Lindsay's in heaven. I know what he did here on earth as he went through hell to make life better for all of us. And he was a great, great man. God bless you. Happy Sunday. We'll see you later.